About in Beavercreek. And we're not going anywhere today because we have a lot of cooking to do.
No, it's the smart one in Beavercreek.
We have a party to go to tomorrow for my son's teacher's class. So we are making dirt cake and also getting ready to smoke salmon and prepare corn and rice and fruit and some other things. But we want to show everybody. Okay, we're in the kitchen right now and we're going to start the dirt cake. And my son's in a goofy mood because he got up at 5:30 this morning and stayed up really late because he had a loose tooth and he wanted to get it out before he went to sleep, which is understandable.
No.
So we're making dirt cake now, and I want to show what we have to have. We're just going to start with one step first, and then I'm going to have to stop the tape for a little bit. Okay, we start with a pot. A flower pot. So you can get this at any place where you get pots, any size. I'm doubling the recipe because there's 27 kids in the class. Then there's going to be lots of parents there. And
plus animal brothers and sisters.
now, to grind the cookies, we have a nice little invention here. Mark will point to you. Instead of holding up an Oreo cookie, he's going to point to a grinder. It's by Krupp's, and my mother-in-law gave it to me. My husband makes a pasta salad with vegetables and olive oil and Parmesan cheese and nuts, and he grinds the nuts up in the nut grinder and adds those other ingredients and pours it over the pasta salad. It's really, really good. So those are the things that you need right now to do the Oreo cookies, which Marco's going. Both Marco and I have already browned a lot of Oreo cookies. Let me show you. Right there. Okay, a lot of Oreo cookies. That represents the dirt. Okay, Marco's going to show how you do the cookies in the grinder. Why don't you show now? Start breaking up the cookies and putting them in the grinder.
No, you say step one.
Step one. Break up the cookies and put them in the grinder. Here's the Oreo cookies. It's a very nice package. You can just flip the top back instead of having to get a scissors or a knife to try to open it. It's a lot easier, and then you just seal it back up. Watch how Marco he's breaking up like in fourths or halves. You don't want to put an entire cookie in there because it might jam the machine. I don't know. Okay, now Marco is going to put the top on. And it's unplugged, as you can see, because whenever you do this, you don't leave it plugged in. It's a safety issue.
Because you don't want to chop off your hand. Right.
The blades in this thing are very sharp. Now he's plugged it in. He's going to set it up, push the button, and grind the cookie crumbs up. Now he's unplugging it. And as you can see, let's show the camera. See a lot of nice cookie crumbs. So we take this over to the bowl and put it in there.
Yep.
And if there's any, sometimes some of the pieces don't break up, I'll just take those out. Either regrind them or throw them out. I don't think there's a lot. I think Marco did a really good job in getting everything all ground up. Okay, we're back to the dirt cake recipe. I just wanted to show you all the rest of the ingredients that will be in it, and another utensil or appliance we'll be using, and that is the blender, and that will be for dissolving the pudding mix into the milk, which I sometimes have trouble getting lumps in, and if you put it in a blender, you don't get any lumps at all. It's fantastic. We also have Cool Whip, 24 ounces worth. So in each of these containers, it's like Cool Whip too. is 8 ounces, so 8 times 3 is 24. And you have the powdered sugar, and you have pudding. I have 1 large of vanilla pudding, 1 large container, and 2 small ones. Because remember, I'm doubling the recipe. I also have to double the recipe, you need margarine. You need a 1/2 cup. This is imperial margarine, so I'm 1/4 of a cup, and so 2/4 is a 1/2 a cup of butter, and 1 stick is a 1/2 a cup of margarine. Sorry. Then my last ingredient is cream cheese. One's Neuchâtel and one is regular cream cheese. Both are 8-ounce squares, and if you want to double the recipe, you have to have 16 ounces, so 8 plus 8 is 16. So, I'll be starting to do the recipe as soon as dinner's over, I believe, because I don't think there's any time to do it. It'll be done pretty soon. We'll see. Okay, here's a blender. It has the milk and the pudding mix in it, vanilla, Jello instant vanilla pudding, and this is 1/2 of the doubling of the recipe, so I'll have to put the second half in there. There's not enough room to put all of it in there at once. So here we go. Press the button. Okay, the last step to making the dirt cake is getting the 1/2 cup of margarine mixed with the 2 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese and putting the powdered sugar in there, which will be 2 cups. And I'm going to mix it up now with one more appliance, the mixer. And then I'll show you how to put the dirt cake together. Okay, now the next step will be to mix the Cool Whip into the pudding. Then you mix it all into the cream cheese, margarine, and powdered sugar. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay, the final stage is to layer. First crumbs, then cream. I also noticed that I put a plate underneath the pot in case the stuff inside is so heavy it might cause the bottom to fall out. So I'll show you the recipe at the end of the tape and the final product. Okay? Okay, here's the finished product. There's the whole thing, and you can see the recipe. Bring it down here. Okay, I have the end now. And I'll be decorating the pot. I'll try to show that I'll show on the next time we meet what it looked like at the party.